What up, boys, and welcome back to another video. So this is another episode of the series that we're doing where we're currently running through 100 runs of specific dungeons, and then we're taking a look at how it's runs and what's the outcome after doing 100 runs. Like, I've gathered all the pieces that I plan on putting up on the auction house, and or if they're interesting, right? And I'm going to show that to you, show the entire value after 100 runs, and see what the gold per hour, like the average market value is. So, in today's video, we're going to do RFK. RFK is located right here in the Thousand Needles, like up here next to the Great Lift. So, RFK is a really decent dungeon in terms of filling up the auction house. There's no super items in RFK, and what I mean about super items is like items selling for millions, right? Or even a couple 100,000 gold. This is simply for getting a bunch of decent selling, fast selling transmog items. So if you're new to gold farming, this alongside with the previous video, BFD, is great in terms of filling up the auction house. And if you guys like these kind of videos and you don't think you've seen them all, I got it like pinned in the comment section down below, like the playlist, where you guys can see like all the videos that I made together in the playlist. So RFK is really straightforward. Like, you pretty much just kill everything in the dungeon all the way until last boss, and then you pour it out and back in again. But we're still going to go through it just so I can show you guys the location of the chests, right? Because chests is extremely important in this dungeon. They will grant you a lot of gold. So, in other terms, you want to be able to open up the chest, whatever it's you running it on a rogue, or running it on a class that allows you to open up professions, not a class that has a profession that allows you to open up chests, such as jewel crafting, engineering, and now even inscription, blacksmithing, right? So the first chest is located right here at the start of the dungeon, right before Ragug. And it's this one by the trap. Don't walk into these traps. Definitely, you don't want to touch the traps. I got a lot of comments last video of why I didn't loot, and that is simply because my bags are sorted with like loot from 100 runs, right? So you never know. Maybe I do miss a couple of big ticket items doing this one run to show you guys, but I'm willing to take my chances. So you want to kill absolutely everything. To do it efficiently, after killing this boss, you want to jump on this vine thingy, I'm not sure what it's called, and then jump over to kill this boss right here. And by this boss, the Hunter Bone Tusk, he can spawn a chest directly where I'm standing right now, by this fence. So check that one as well. And then you just keep on killing. These neutral mobs, they don't have any loot table, so I normally just kill them to keep the stack of my legendary boots up and to trigger my Bear Tatar, the food buff. So there's now another boss right here. This one's kind of annoying because you can't one-hit him. He takes a couple of seconds or milliseconds before he drops down. And then the next chest is right here, as you guys can see. Right after killing this guy in this room, that's another chest. And nothing of interest in that one. So now there's only one potential chest spawn left. So you will get guaranteed chests in this dungeon. I think it's guaranteed of 2 chests in this dungeon. And the next and last chest is behind this guy, the crystalline behemoth. It spawns right behind this yellow crystal thingy. And that is the last chest spawn in this dungeon. So now we're just gonna kill the rest of the mobs, and it's extremely important to kill all of these minor bats, even though they're not elite. Sometimes if you're a melee, it can be a struggle to kill them all, but definitely kill them. I received a lot of items, like extremely good items, from these casual shitty bats. So make sure to kill absolutely everything, because this dungeon doesn't have the best density, so you definitely want to kill every single mob possible. Finishing that boss, opening up the room. Same with the frogs. These guys right here. Kill them all. And an interesting thing about this boss right here, it's a rare spawn, but he spawns every single time. And he has a guaranteed chance of dropping a rare item, like a blue item, or the battle pet. So always loot this guy. These gloves, 49 gold in my realm, 1,000 gold market value. But some of these items tend to sell for a couple of hundred, if not a couple of thousand gold. So always kill them, put them up on the auction house. If you get like, especially the headpieces, they're going to sell for a fair amount. So after finishing up this guy, which is the last boss, we're now done with the dungeon. So what I do is, I signed up for a panda scenario that's going to easily allow me to leave the dungeon and then re-enter it extremely fast. The fastest way of doing it. I made a video on how to do this. It's on my YouTube channel, uploaded last week. So definitely check that out. As you guys can see, I'm outside of the dungeon. I can just reset the dungeon and run back in and start another hour of farming. The thing you gotta keep in mind while doing this farm though is that a run takes you like 3 minutes to do. It's extremely fast. So in between runs, I want you to fly over, like this is the dungeon, fly through all of these thingies right here and kill all of these mobs. Because these mobs have the loot table of RFD. So you want to kill all of these mobs in between runs, just so you can make every 10 runs in 1 hour and still have time left. Obviously, if you're not competing in the Looter Pricer Challenge and you want to do a separate farm afterwards, there's no need to kill the mobs outside. It's just that whenever I do a farm, I do it in a 1 hour session. So I want to time my runs to be 6 minutes each. So when the hour has passed, I've just exactly finished my my 10th run. So you don't have to do this, but I've killed these mobs in my 100 run session. So there will be some items from these mobs in my bags, right? So if we're going to go through it right now, I'm just going to vendor some of the items that I accidentally picked up while doing the run. So this is basically what we're left with after doing 100 runs of RFK. And it's a lot of items. It's a lot of items. You guys are going to notice it when I'm done doing like Shadowfang Keep, SM, even Older Man, that there's way less items, and that's because you shouldn't do those runs unless you have a really good auction house to start with, because they don't generate a lot of items. And the key to making a lot of gold with transmog is having a lot of items, a lot of variation, so you can easily get sales, right? That makes sense. So we're gonna go through the blue items first. These two items was actually acquired outside, as I just showed you, like killing these mobs, and that's a Manslayer and a Bone Slasher. 61,000 gold market value, 54,000 gold market value. These are also obtained inside RFDs, I said, because the mobs outside have the same loot table. Moving on, everything else is acquired from RFK. And I got the Black Knight, which is from the Frog Boss, the shitty Frog Boss. Also got these. The Starfaller is also from the Fog Boss. Together with these Holy Shrouds that I mentioned, like the headpieces, they tend to sell really well. So I just, I still kept these shitty items just to show you guys like some examples of what he drops. So moving over to the better items, I guess, is like a Guardian Blade. It's not from the Frog Boss. 7,000 gold market value. 250 gold only on my realm. Really, really bad. We have some bracers. They have 29,000 gold market value, only 3,000 gold in my realm. And these gloves, the same, 29,000 gold market value, and currently they're only going for 1,000 gold. And you guys gotta keep in mind that it's really popular to play on the same realm as me and do the same farms as me. A lot of people seem to think that that's the way to make gold, right? Since I can do it, everyone can do it. So I have a lot of competition. So you shouldn't necessarily compare my prices like when you're watching this video, because my prices are going to be way lower, especially now that I've done this for so many days in a row and a lot of people have followed me. This is a ring. This one is really interesting. A market value of 23,000 gold, and I've sold this for 40,000 gold plus. I don't know why people buy it, but they do. But as always, the majority of the gold is going to come from the green items. So 18,000 gold in my realm. This one is 60,000 gold in my realm, 7,000 gold in my realm, 21,000 gold, 6,000, another pair of the gloves, 2,000 gold, 5.8 thousand gold, 2.7, 9.9, 5,000 gold, 1,600, 5.4k, 1k, 3.5. Like, you guys get the idea, right? All of these items have good sell rate, and it all adds up when you have a ton of these. So I have a macro right here, a TSA macro. So whenever I click this one, it's gonna sum up all the market value of everything that's in my bags, and it's gonna give me the complete market value of everything that's in my bags. So right here we had 471,000 gold in market value. So keep in mind, I'm not going to be able to sell everything for market value, even though some of the items like these gloves, they have a market value that's way lower than what I can actually put them up on the auction house for. So it goes both ways, but usually you sell the items for way less than the market value. But we're going to go with the market value. With this current market value, we're talking 47,000 gold per hour doing this per 10 runs, which is not bad. I've definitely had worse runs in the 100 runs series. So I'm kind of pleased with this. And this is not something that I would run if I want to make like super big money, but it's a necessity if you want to build up the auction house. RFK is king for building up the auction house. So if you're just starting out, you have less than 500 items, transform items on the auction house, and you haven't done RFK, go ahead and do it. So that is pretty much it. So if you guys would like me to do like a different dungeon, I've already planned and started on a couple, but if there's a specific one that you've never seen me do that you're really interested in, let me know in the comment section down below. You can just type down what dungeon you want me to do, and if you see someone else, let's say you want me to do Scholomance, right, and you see that someone else has commented Scholomance, just put like an upvote on that comment. There's no need to type Scholomance 20 times, right? But thank you guys so much for watching. As always, hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next one. Until then, bye bye.